H L. Triple HL, we the light in the veil, leaf full of legends that be breaking the spell. Down by law, yeah, the mission prevail. Mic in my fist like I'm swinging for braille. Triple H, yeah, this ain't fiction to tell. Real ones rising, we ain't built to derail. Every rhyme coded like a message in braille. This that call to the lost from the ones who won't fail. Let's go. They call me DJ U, not just spinning the wax. I architect things while I'm flipping the facts. League of my own, but I'm never detached. Triple HL and the cape stay strapped. Started with a vision, now we building a pack. Mayhem brought the fires, eye goes brought the axe. Calvin see the world with that bling well tack. And universe been beast like time collapse. This ain't no gimmick, this is purpose and growth. Bar for bar, I baptize quotes. Move like monks with a message they want. In the game full of clout, I still aim for the soul. Let me break it down, mayhem. Move militant chaos to clarity. Right with a blade, got verbs for disparity. Used to be wild, now we channel that energy. Script for the youth like a verbal therapy. Then there's Zygos, dangerous by name and by practice. Raps like revolutions, wisdom on axis. Move through the matrix when knowledge is atlas. Freeing all minds from the corporate distractions. Calvin bling well, style sharp as a lens. Turn pain into portraits with a pad and a pen. See the light in the struggle, got a gift to ascend. He don't just see through, we see where it been. Then there's DJ Universe, turntables cosmic. Crack open rhythms like the vinyl's a prophet. From the loop to the stars, he connecting the logic. Dropping jewels in the static while the bassline knocking, yeah. This the Hero League, not a rap click gimmick. Every track laid down like a vow, no limit. Legacy's the mission, ain't no fame in the sentence. We make conscious kinetic, not passive or steady. Yeah. I seen systems fail, but the spirit stay floating. Took trauma and wrote it, now the anthem stay quoting. Triple HL, we the force that's awoken. Spoke for the voices, now the silence is broken. Every bar blueprint, every rhyme is a key. From the cypher to the streets, we designing the free. No saviors, just builders, laying bricks on the beat. To the youth, write their names where the legends repeat. Triple HL, we the light in the veil, leaf full of legends that be breaking the spell. Down by law, yeah, the mission prevails. Mic in my fist like I'm swinging for braille. Triple HL, this ain't fiction to tell. Real ones rising, we ain't built to derail. Yeah, every rhyme coded like a message in braille. This that call to the lost from the ones who won't fail. Triple HL, 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 HL. Triple HL, this ain't fiction to tell.
Yo, peace family, it's your man DJ Universe, and you're tuned in to another episode of Thought Dream Hustle Podcast. Today, we going deep, like all the way indie deep, by looking at two blueprints that changed the game. Tech N9ne's Strange music and my own DBLM movement. Funny thing is, folks still act like you gotta ask for permission to win in hip-hop. But Tech N9ne? He straight up torched that rulebook like years ago. Kansas City's own, right? This is a dude who took label rejection and flipped it into a tens of millions legacy built on his own terms. And you gotta understand, Tech didn't fit that major label formula. He had this wild, rapid-fire delivery, spooky visuals, and just, straight-up energy people didn't know how to market. So, what does he do? He starts strange music. He puts his name in neon lights, builds his own touring circuits, and creates a merch empire so tight, I still got fans hitting me up with Tech N9ne memorabilia from 2011. It's wild. But here's what I appreciate most. It ain't about waiting for gatekeepers to bless you. He became every department, the promo guy, the merch chief, the stage king. Consistency, control, and direct-to-fan wasn't a slogan for him. It was the mission statement. You want to see underground power? That man turned the word underground into unbeatable. And let me not forget, Strange music did it without riding industry trends. They built loyalty with killer live shows, exclusive drip, and a vibe you couldn't fake. That kind of independence, it makes you question why we ever thought we needed permission to be great. honestly, strange music is why so many of us looked at the whole indie thing and said, yo, maybe I don't gotta play by their rules. Now, flipping the lens, let's talk DBLM, my baby, my grind, down by law management. Real talk, I started this out of necessity, like after moving from Ohio to Florida with just my dreams and, a hard drive full of music and a used laptop? Haha. But for me, it wasn't just about finding a bag. It was about building a new table, not waiting for a seat at somebody else's. So where strange music lights up stadiums with shock and awe, DBLM's doing it with community, empowerment, and ownership at every step. We're not chasing clout. We build infrastructure from scratch. Imagine a roster like Mayhem, Dangerous Zygos, Calvin Blingwell, and DJ folks who don't just drop tracks. They run workshops, they mentor, and they spread financial literacy. We integrate podcasting, events, merch, product lines, and digital automation, all to build generational wealth through independent hustle. Each artist ain't just searching for that hit single, they're business owners, brand builders, educators, storytellers. That's DBLM ethos. And it don't stop there. Our approach means podcasting and tech aren't just marketing tools. They're part of the core business model. Like, we're in the game of AI automation and content syndication, setting artists up so they don't just make it, but actually leave a mark. When I say we're blueprinting a new era, it's not just lip service. We're really about that legacy in motion lifestyle. So, let's really pull the curtains back on how the money moves. Strange music, man, it's a masterclass. Tech N9ne pioneered all these ways to turn fan love into actual stacks. Touring's not just music, it's a whole experience. Those VIP meet and greets, exclusive bundles, the wild stage production, you name it. I mean, at his peak, Tech's pulling in over $20 million a year. No outside label, no cut to the industry middleman. All the value stayed with the tribe. But DBLM, we spinning a new school web. Old heads, no diss, still think it's all about merch tables at shows. Don't get me wrong, live streaming is crucial, but we're stretching those streams way wider. Digital shows, podcast spin-offs like Money Trees, Sneaker Fire with Soul Legacy, even a candy business for real. And all of it's tied together by, like, the digital funnels, CRM systems, and direct-to-fan ownership. For us, it's not just getting that first album sale. It's about making fans feel part of the mission, the product development, and the brand expansion. Where Tech N9ne's model was kill the show, own the room, DBLM's approach is to own every link, digital clubhouses, products, the media, and even the narrative. You see fans walking around in Mayhem's sneaker colorway or with a DBLM tote bag, and it means we're building something sticky, something the community profits from too. Tech lays the foundation. We add another level with digital and community ownership. Man, if we want to compare hustle, you gotta look at album launches. Like take Mayhem's Natural. December 26th in Columbus, the whole city was vibing with us, live at Roots on Rich Street, and we did it real indie. The record release party was live streamed. We had Bravo email campaigns, every bit of merch, even AI remix drops, and YouTube shorts. It was all connected, all feeding into this grassroots tech-powered movement. Reminded me of those throwback hand-to-hand CD days, but with a digital engine on steroids. Tech's rise. That started with selling CDs out the trunk, building a base fan by fan across the Midwest. No algorithms, just sheer drive. And those old-school tours had fans coming out in droves, chasing that wild, strange music energy. DBLM adapted that style for 2026. We drop exclusive content online, we tap into every content platform out there, and fans get live engagement across the board. Mayhem isn't just the artist, he's a curator, producer, and an interface to a whole movement. You ever wonder what happens when old-school touring collides with modern AI and social reach? You get something that feels both raw and futuristic. That's what our natural rollout did, taking cues from Strange, but adding layers only possible today. It's the modern indie evolution. I mean, for real, the fans can actually shape the experience from their phones, and that's the type of hybrid future tech started with, but DBLM's running with now. Alright, I gotta dive into the visuals because, in music, that first impression is everything. Strange Music made their mark with that red face paint, the snake, the black and white, bro. You cannot mistake Tech N9ne's brand. Visual shock factor, horrorcore, and rebellious as hell. Walk into a show and it's like entering a different universe. Like, pun intended. DBLM? We painting on a different wall. Our graffiti art is plugged straight into the roots of hip-hop. We use AI animations and a wild podcast aesthetic, not just for drama, but to tell stories about money, legacy, and hustle. If you scroll Mayhem's or DBLM's social feeds, you'll see street-level realism, but also that cutting-edge AI art, snippets of historic photos blended with futuristic overlays. We want visuals to inspire, not just shock. Where Strange's visuals say, "Come join the rebellion," DBLM's art shouts, "Pick up this knowledge, own your grind." It's about leadership, inspiration, urban kingship. So when you see our artwork, podcast covers, or event flyers, know that there's a lesson wrapped in every color and every tag. Strange raised the bar, but we flipping the narrative for a new generation learning how to build wealth through visuals, not just mystique. Let's get to what separates winners from legacy builders: ownership. Look, Tech N9ne did it by holding on to his masters, the merch, the touring, and even investing in real estate like his massive Strange Music HQ. That's some next-level legacy right there. Dude took the art and turned it into assets that don't just pay today, but for generations. And you gotta respect that, especially in an industry where folks love to give away their rights for a quick advance. DBLM, we leveling all of that up, but in a digital-first ecosystem. Beyond master ownership, we're teaching our team the whole playbook: shoe brand launches, podcast syndication, licensing tracks to wellness brands, even moving toward trust-based real estate portfolios. It ain't just about having a hit. Now, our mission is to set up our artists, fans, and their families with equity plays and business blueprints that don't depreciate over time. Like, I'm telling you straight up, if you rock with DBLM, you learn how to build a business, not just drop a mixtape. That's the real lesson. Ownership at every level, from content rights to your own sneaker design, to turning show profits into real estate. If Tech N9ne showed us the map, DBLM's building the next city on it. So, let's talk the next level. The dream for 2026. We already crushed our goals last year. Mayhem's album launch, podcast syndication, fundraisers. But my sights are set way higher now. DBLM is out to break that $1 million a year in revenue mark. And it isn't just for bragging rights, it's to prove that you can scale an indie empire from the ground up, no major backing needed. This year's playbook: more tours, more plugged-in events, podcast shows running on networks everywhere, and locking in real sponsorships that keep the culture and wealth circulating in our own hands. I want to build empowerment programs so the next creator doesn't look around lost for a blueprint. They got one in DBLM. And man, sometimes I gotta slow down and remember, I started this moving from cold Ohio nights to sunny Florida, rebuilding from scratch. No handouts, just everyday hustle. So when we talk legacy, we're not just talking money. It's about getting my people in a place to win for decades, with every dollar flowing back into systems that lift up our artists, their families, and every kid on the block dreaming bigger. As you've seen, we ain't here to compete with Tech N9ne's blueprint. Truth is, we're picking up the baton and running even further. No finish line, just the next evolution of the indie grind. Keep watching, keep listening, and yo, if you're ready to get on this path, you know where to find us. The dream hustle don't stop. We just getting started. Teamwork makes the dream work, and hustle is the muscle that moves mountains. So on that note, until the next episode, gratitude, blessings, and one love. Peace.
Yo, this ain't just management. This is culture, curated, legacy legislated. Down by law, we don't follow trends. We follow patterns. Let's go. Turn from me, we down by law. Dripping vision and couture, crowned by hustle, can't ignore. From the block to the board, we secure that law. Legends ain't born, they're managed for more. Down by law. Put your fist to the sky if you build from the core. Down by law. We don't follow the wave, we design this shore. I move like a mogul, think like a rebel. Suits tailored fly, but I rose from the ghetto. Blueprint mental, pockets essential. Every artist I touch get credentials. From Hollis to Flames to the world stage dreams. I coach kings, cut deals in the seams. Fashion and flow, I'm threading the theme. Down by law, where grind meets gleam. They tried to box us in, we broke the frame. Management ain't changed, we free the game. Signed with a team, got the game on smash. From the pain to the fame, I'm built to last. Independent soul, but the structure's tight. DBO the fam, not a future bright. Contracts clean, mind on equity. What's the deal if it don't protect legacy? Streetwear steez with a law firm mind. Down by law, we ahead of our time. We down by law, dripping vision and couture. Crowned by hustle, can't ignore. From the block to the board, we secure that law. Legends ain't born, they're managed for more. Down by law. Put your fist to the sky if you build from the core. Down by law. We don't follow the wave, we design the shore.
From strategy to style, we raise the bar. This ain't just the management, it's down by